wasn't sure, but last month you let me know. So,
He's not here, he's not in town.
okay,
I'm 90% sure he said he's going out of state for like a week.
okay. Sounds good. You ready to roll?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so we'll call to order at 6:02, same as last month. Alright, attendance roll call, just do Dwight's not here. Approval of the agenda, any additions to the agenda?
Nope.
Alright, I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as submitted.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Alright, approval of the agenda. Approval from the minutes from January and June. So Taylor, I have a question for you. Dwight took the January minutes. It appears that they are on an old computer or a computer that he doesn't have anymore or something. So
Okay.
what happens if there are missing minutes?
If they're missing, I mean, we do have the video,
Okay,
so he can rewatch the video to get a refresher on what happened and then rewrite them.
okay,
So we have to have paper minutes?
Yes,
Okay.
cause legally, video is not considered like a
I will-
written thing.
I will just take on the responsibility of watching that
Okay.
meeting that I was not in attendance at, just so, cause I am tired of seeing
January.
January and tabling it, so at this point I've exerted more effort in typing, that we're gonna table it to the next month, and it'll just take me to like watch the video and do my own math.
Okay.
So I will
We
assign that
appreciate your
task to
sacrifice.
myself
excellent,
as the secretary. Sometimes it's what you have to do
perfect, thank you for
Alright.
doing that. So we are gonna table January's minutes
until August.
until August, and then Mark will submit the July and August for next month. Alright, so then, June, so we approve the minutes. How much do we feel like that extra 0 on 6 p.m. needs to be amended?
Oh, I didn't even see, I can just remove it. You don't even need to
Excellent.
make it.
Okay, perfect, thank you. I just saw it right now.
I just saw it
just
too.
looked at
I was
it
like,
and
I gotta
oh.
fix that.
Perfect, we don't have to fix it. So, alright, so all in favor of, or I'll make a motion to accept the minutes for June as submitted.
Second?
Alright, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Alright, so June is done, we'll table until August. Alright, any disclosure of conflicts of interest? Any public comment? Alright, so old business, Taylor, so it's Bath Fest, I have a question, since Sandra is not a board member but has lots of input for this, is the proper procedure to open it to what's that called?
A committee of the
A
whole.
committee of the whole, yes, so do we need to
You
do-
don't have to do that since you're just gonna have her talk. You can just invite her to come speak because she is assisting with the organized event.
Okay, perfect.
If it was like a bunch of people that you were gonna have be included, then yes.
Okay.
But since it's just her and we know that she's assisting, you can just invite her
Alright,
to participate.
do we have to make a motion to invite? Alright. I'm inviting you to participate in the forward conversation. Alright,
I was gonna argue if I wasn't gonna get a formal invite.
Scream.
alright, so, lots to cover, we are 14 plus, 1, 2, 15, 16, 17, 18 days out from Bath Days. Sandra and I have been super busy with things are moving along. I think some easy things to cover are current sponsorships. We have $1,400 and there's going to be another $500 coming, two $500 ones coming in, is that right?
Yes.
So we'll have a 2,400 total, without a ton of effort this year and without a ton of time, so I think that's a good, spot for right now. Budget-wise, we've got some expenses that happened today, but we're somewhere in the 5,000-ish remaining, with these two I haven't accounted for yet, this $1,000. And then we had some signs and t-shirts and stuff that Sandra was working on today, so.
Which all of that stuff got ordered today.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
So she and I worked together, but we have from the original, 10K that the board had, allocated, and then the 1,400 in, donations, we are net positive in around the $5,000 range. I can get a final number, tomorrow, or by the end of the week, I guess, let's not say tomorrow, based on what was ordered today. So that feels good. Our craft and vendor show, we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 8 vendors with 10 total booths, so there's currently 2 that have a double booth, so they can order up, or they can reserve up to 2 spaces, they're 10 by 10s. And then we currently have 3 community organizations also, the Legion, the Bath Schools, and the Michigan State Police are gonna be there for a portion of the time. We talked to, Candy Hernandez today, who does like the maker sale, and asked her, I sent her the link and asked her if she would be willing to send that out to the people who have come to her maker show. And she said definitely 100%, so that should help get some, people signed up as well. And then I just sent James, I'm not sure if you saw it, I sent it later today, wondering if you would mind forwarding it on to the people who attended the holiday market. I just thought about that this morning, I don't know why I hadn't thought about that in the past, so. So we're moving forward on craft and vendor show. We're going to send out a map with like either spaces numbered and then paint them and number them. Is probably most likely how we'll do it, but we'll send that out to everyone, the week like the Tuesday or Wednesday before the event. So they know where they are, and then I'll be there that morning, to make sure people can get where they need to be in the right space. And then we're gonna have vendors park, we did it behind, you know, back where the soccer field is at the middle school. We thought we could put a couple cones in that, so no one goes and parks back there. And then we'll have vendors like unload. We have some volunteers that are gonna help so far signed up, to help do some vendor setup if they need help hauling things, and then have them move their vehicles. And then the same thing, when they wanna pack up, they can move their vehicles back. We have 4 golf carts
Yes.
that we are able to use, that'll help to move some things like that also. And then there's the dunk tank, putt-putt, bounce house, and inflatable obstacle course that'll also go in the park. So, and Kiki's Gymnastics will be there with they have 2 booths, and then they'll have like their tumbling mats also to be able to, that'll be in the park like they have in the past. Cornhole tournament is a different story. So we talked about it this week, had some input from some community members. Right now, we only have 1 team signed up, and we had $500 budgeted to pay someone to do it, which we thought would be easy to find. It's seeming to be much harder than we thought it would be.
It's
So-
been like the biggest stressor of this whole thing.
Yeah, so what we're thinking about doing is A&D has offered to donate, they have 3 sets of boards, we have a set of boards at home. We thought that we would just set them up, so we would cancel the cornhole tournament, refund the 1 team's money that had gone back, and then just have like 4 or 5 boards,
Just for
sets of
open
boards,
parking.
just open for people to be able to hop in, play if they want to, get some, down by the food trucks, get some food, you know, have their kids do that, or they do that instead of the tournament.
Okay.
And then next year, think about how to promote it a little bit more, or a little bit differently. So, are you okay to refund that?
Yep.
And then okay, and take that entry form down
Yep.
off of the site?
I can
Great.
do that.
Thank you. Car show,
The car show, Adam's got the trophies, or will be picking up the trophies. We also ordered 50 dash plaques They're just little metal plaques that will say Bath Fest 2025 on them. Those will be handed out to the first 50 cars that are entered, or not entered, but show up to the car show. We'll have 4 trophies to give out for the car show. We have a live band that will be performing during the car show as well. I think that's gonna be a pretty good turnout for that event, so I'm pretty excited to see how that one folds out.
And that's gonna be in the north side of the elementary school.
Yep.
Um,
So like where the buses line up and stuff,
Yep, and then the food trucks will be
in front of the middle school.
middle school and like the drop-off loop around, and we have permission to use all these spaces from the school, so we heard back from the superintendent, this last week, so,
Awesome.
yeah. Trophies. Oh, tub races, we don't currently have anyone signed up, we keep hearing like, I've got a tub, or so-and-so's got a tub, so.
No tubs.
No tubs. I talked to Spags today, they have a tub, but they are not gonna enter it, right? They have one remaining. He doesn't wanna relinquish it, and I told him that's not what I was asking, I was asking to enter it, but they're not gonna enter it. But the fire and the police should have them,
Yes.
yeah. Afterwards, can I get do you have Mike Creed's phone number?
I got it
Okay.
today.
Oh, you got it today,
Yes.
awesome, okay. Mike said he has a tub as well, and
Oh,
so,
yeah, I
and
forgot he
Andy
does.
said if they can borrow one, they'll
Okay.
like
Oh, cool.
spruce it up and enter it also.
Nice.
So,
I tried looking for one, but I posted on like the Bath Current News page asking if someone had one that we could, use or buy, and, for some reason they turned off my commenting, and so no one, so I just took on the post, I was like, I don't know why. So, and I said, well, I don't know if I broke a rule, but.
so I think worst case scenario with that is that we run this, if we can have 3 tubs, if we can get them to just run a few times, like have the space,
Sure.
get people together, cheer them on, that kind of thing. I'm not sure, I'll touch base with you tomorrow, Taylor, I'm not sure if you saw the email today came from the county, it's just a link to fill it out. It
Oh, from
doesn't
Mark,
cost-
yeah.
Yeah, and it's like $6 or $8 or
Yes.
something to do it, and so, I figured you and I can touch base on submitting that. And that's to close the road on
Okay.
Main Street there for for Friday and Saturday, so. Parade, you had to,
The parade, that's gonna be Saturday morning. I teamed up with the library, the public library. They are going to host a bike decorating time frame, first thing in the morning, between 8:30 and 9:30. They are supplying all of the, decorations for kids' bikes. They're gonna do the advertising for that, so the kids can go in and decorate their bikes. They do have to be with somebody, I think 16 and older at all times if they're younger than 16. So their older siblings can walk in the parade with them, but the younger kids do have to have somebody 16 and older to be with them at all times. But they were very nice to supply all of the decorations for bikes. So they're gonna be doing that. The lineup and ending of the parade will take place in that parking lot. I was given permission from Kessler's to use the parking lot. I just gotta contact the businesses just out of respect, to let them know that we'll be lining up and finishing there in that parking lot.
and I think so the wellness studio and the coffee shop have a booth at the, in the park.
Yep.
And then the haircut places said that they were going to, I've driven by a couple times, to drop
can
one off,
reach
they
out to
haven't been
them.
open, but I have a haircut there on Thursday.
Oh,
So I figured worst case scenario, I just keep them in the car, and if I drive by and they're open, I'm gonna drop one earlier, but, either, I do have a haircut there Thursday, so can always, drop one then, but they said that they have done it in the past and they want to do it again, so. So the good news, and the library, so most of the businesses that are in there will have other involvement in the.
I was gonna ask you,
festival.
Taylor, if you could do a post on the Facebook page to invite Bath Township businesses to drive in the parade if they would like.
Okay. Do they need to, like submit anything, or do they need to just show up?
Show up.
Okay.
Yeah. Volunteers, we're starting to get some volunteers signed up, we have a sign up genius, I think I did send it out to all of you. Thank you, Cheryl, for signing up for a number of things, that's super helpful.
I'm gonna try to get the cops and the firemen to get their old uniforms and do the dunk tank.
Okay, great, so
They
that's,
should, I would think, I hope.
and the chief said that he would do the dunk tank, right?
I'm still reminding him every day.
Yes.
I'll
alright.
bug them too.
Alright, so that's, well, let's hold on the dunk tank a second, so the, volunteers, the school sent it out to NHS, we've had 3 or 4 students sign up so far, they just sent it out this week. The principal is gonna send it out to everyone in the class of 2026. This week she's on vacation, but she said, she responded yesterday yesterday and said she would do that. And then I just posted it in the high school parent page as well, saying, basically, hey, don't wait till April or May to try to get your hours, cause that's the worst and it's so stressful. So hopefully we get some signups there. With the number there, I definitely not inflated the numbers of slots available, but like the putt, inflatables, bounce house, dunk tank, we need really like 3 people for that, but I created 6 slots, so if we don't get them completely full, I'm okay with that. I think we could also run the putt probably without, I think the bounce house is gonna be for safety, having someone, and for time. But I'm not putting my name on anything for volunteering, so if like need be, I can be in like the Cousins Park area, most of the time
And
to,
that's the same with
to
me,
do
I
that,
did
yep.
volunteer to,
Do people
Do
donate
actual
to
time
do the
slots.
dunk tank, or is that free, or what?
so everything is
It's
free right now,
Okay.
yep, so everything is gonna be free, we're trying to figure out, if we can
Donation
figure out how to
dues.
do donations, but not with cash.
Yeah.
So we have to see if we can do like a QR code, but that has to go through Jennifer. Yeah, which makes sense.
I plan on volunteering, I didn't leave you guys high and dry, I just wanna let you guys know, I figured I don't care where I volunteer, and so I thought let the
Yeah.
community sign up, and then whatever was kinda left over, I would just then sign up for where I could help.
Perfect,
So-
thank you, that's helpful,
Don't-
yeah.
Yeah, I just didn't really care, and I didn't want someone to like take their spot where they're, oh, that's where I would've volunteered, so
Right.
now I can't do it, so I'll just wait.
Thank you, that's
Yeah,
helpful.
me too,
Yeah.
that's for sure.
And there's some things too where it's like the food truck we have, each morning, we have a like food truck like monitor, and it's basically to make sure people aren't parking in where the food trucks are supposed to park. But if someone isn't there, like we can definitely like run across the street, it's not like we're trying to block that whole parking lot, we can set up some cones, we can figure some things out to be able to
we
block
can get
those
barricades
spaces.
through the township to block off a section for
Oh,
just the food
okay.
trucks.
Okay, so there are, I guess I'd say, some things on the volunteer where if we don't totally get them, they're not, like, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? And hopefully we do get some more, high school students signing up for and get their hours and have them be involved. What am I forgetting on here?
Did you guys get some food trucks to sign up and things?
Oh,
And-
thank you,
Oh,
yes, so you have Kona Ice
Yes.
for, Friday, Saturday until 7, and then Sunday.
Yes.
We have Crystals, which is soul food, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We have Hood Eats, which is like burritos, tacos, they also do burgers and hot dogs. They are signed, and they're in North Lansing is where they park, for their truck, but he lives in Bath. And so he is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So we have those right now. I sent a message to Shove It to try to get pizza. I haven't heard back from them yet. James, I was gonna ask you if you have, at one point we talked about smoking pig.
And they can't do
They
it.
can, okay, that's okay, so I think if we could get a barbecue and, pizza would be great, I don't know what their schedule is, but barbecue pizza, and then Eric also said that he could like add or take things off on his menu if we had other things, so what I was thinking is maybe we could ask him to not do burgers and hot dogs, and we could ask, or maybe he could do hot dogs, but there's a new smash burger place that I just saw yesterday that they're brand new, they're getting good reviews, and they were saying like, hey, we're new, if anyone has anything going on, like, we'd love to come out and like get our name out there. So I was thinking about asking them, so then we'd have soul food, burritos, tacos, Kona ice, if we could get a barbecue, and then burgers. I think would be good, and pizza would be a bonus one, so. That sound reasonable?
Yes, if you need help calling, food trucks or anything, you could always let me know and I'd be happy to give them a jingle and.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Yeah.
Alright. I feel like that is, my notes from today also.
I did talk to Rob Hergith for Better Made, or
Oh, yes,
Better Done Trash Removal. He's bringing in, trash cans for around the park. A couple down at the food trucks, one by the car show, one by Main Street, as his sponsorship.
Nice.
so, we had talked some with Sean about, Wilson about the township doing it, but we also said that part of this was us trying to not ask for a lot of township time, employee time or staff time. And so, so Sean volunteered to be able to do trash like they used to when Jennifer was running it. But having them be able to bring, trash cans down, we thought was
Yeah, that's
a
great.
good sponsorship instead of a cash sponsorship.
Yeah.
It was that. Do you know, I just had thought about this just now, if they fill up, are we gonna be able to pull them? Or pull like trash bags out of them or empty them?
He said that he would come empty them if needed,
Oh.
when needed.
Perfect,
So at the end of the day, he can come empty them.
okay, cool. So, and there's a few township ones in the park also already so I think that gets us up to just 6 or so, or 6 or 7 in the park. There's a couple by the food truck and,
Nice. Perfect.
cool. Alright. Oh, we have a banner to go, up on
At
the
the
north
Four
side
Corners.
at the Four Corners, on the north side of, Clark, on Webster to go across, it's 25, 20? I
don't
forget
know,
which
it's
we decided,
really big.
it's big, yes. We have pictures of laying next to it, and it is, yeah, so that is,
I used her as a size comparison, and it's probably 3 of her.
yes. So Ben has that, I know he's on vacation, is he away?
This week, yes.
This week, okay, so, but he is going to work on getting it up, is our understanding, that,
It'll hopefully be hung at least a week or 2 before the
Okay.
event.
cool. And we got it, we didn't put dates on it, we just put first weekend in August, so and it's got the logo on both ends. Says like Bath Fest first week in August, so that it can be used, across multiple years,
Nice.
so. Alright, dunk tank. I created some times in the Sign Up Genius, I can go back and pull those out and send it, cause I thought we weren't gonna do that constantly, so.
Depends on how hot it is.
Yeah, right, and then, so I think there's 2 things we need to figure out, one is how to fill it and how to dump it. And then how many gallons it is, so I can send a message tomorrow, or just call the rental place, figure that out. Then we can figure out filling it. Is anyone willing to take on, based on the times that we have on the Sign Up Genius, again, I can send you those, is anyone willing to take on coordinating people to sign up for it?
To like be in the dunk
To
tank?
be like in the dunk tank?
To be dunked or
To
to be
be
ride?
dunked.
To be dunked.
You
Yes.
mean like ahead of time, like coordinate
Yeah,
times
like
for
if we
people-
could have like, alright, like, chief is gonna be at these times, I'd like Ryan to be in there, I have
Oh,
some
yeah.
roasting out, and that line could get long for knocking them down. You know, Janine Brown has come up a couple times, it sounds like she likes to be, she is willing, but like would
She
potentially
said
like to be
she,
the
if
first.
she's gonna do it,
first
she
one,
wants to be the
clean water.
first in the fresh water.
That's fair.
Um,
Karen?
yeah, so so I guess,
I don't know if Karen will be able to.
How many slots are there? I'm trying to go through right now. 1, 2,
All the
3,
board
4,
members.
5 slots.
Yeah, if you all wanna do, you go right
I
ahead.
think we should.
7,
I think we should get all the board members.
9 slots.
9 slots, and I signed them up for an hour, but I thought, like, they're hour slots, but I thought, like, someone going in it for half an hour is probably more than.
Yeah,
Cold as
that's
the
a,
water.
that's a long time in a
It
dunk
is to
tank.
go- Yeah, you know, so the slots are an hour for the volunteers,
Mm-hmm.
and you said there's 9 of them,
That's what I counted.
Okay. so 9. Should we just brainstorm right now who we think might be able to do it, or who would be willing to do it? So Chief has said yes. Chief M.
I made him say yes.
Didn't sound
He
like it was
didn't
optional.
physically say yes, I made him say yes.
Mrs. Brown. And these aren't like yes people, they're just like people we've
Ideas.
said.
Ryan, we gotta get Ryan.
Ryan, FW. Should we ask Torak?
I was gonna say,
Steve?
he's done it in the past.
Has
I know
he?
He's not the biggest fan of it, but I'm sure we could ask.
Tell him it's for the kids of the community, he'll say yes.
And with 9 spots, you could almost, I don't know, ask any of the board of trustees, if any of them would be able to do it.
Yeah,
Maybe like a teacher from the school would be fun, like Mr. Vitsky or Mr. Sola or something. Or
yeah. So, Vitsky, Soa, Papama.
Yes. Yes. I'd say Mrs. Cook, but I don't think she would be all about that.
I'll bug all the board members and see if I can.
Okay.
I can reach out to the fire department and see if anybody would be.
Yeah,
willing
we
to
should
do
get
it.
some. It'd be
Okay.
cool if they had some kind of old uniforms that they could have, wear, that,
Alright, so since you have that up, what are the time slots specific? So we have, none on Friday, so these are Saturday and Sunday.
Right, so the first one is at
Like 11 was it?
10:30 to
10:30.
11:30.
Oh, yeah,
If you want, I can reach out to these people and ask them if they want to sign up and help coordinate the times of when they want to sign up and
Okay.
things.
12:30.
that would be excellent, thank you.
12:30 to 1:30,
Alright, so we have 10:30 to 11:30, 12:30 to 1:30,
3:30 to 4:30,
3:30 to 4:30,
5:30 to 6:30,
okay,
and then 7:30 to 8:30.
okay,
That's on Saturday.
okay,
And you want Sunday?
sure,
Okay, Sunday is 10 to 11. 11:30 to 12:30. 2 to 3.
and that's it,
and
right?
3:30 to 4:30.
Oh, yeah, alright,
what if we have storms and terrible weather, we just cancel it, or is it safe?
it is going to be 79.5 degrees and sunny.
All right,
At 7 o'clock, it's gonna cool down to 71,
okay.
and then be 68 when you're
No
up on
storm.
Saturday.
Partly cloudy.
Yeah, we're gonna have
No smog.
spotty,
Yeah.
spotty clouds, you know, partly, throughout the day, no longer than an hour and a half of sunshine. But, yes, if we have, storms, yes, I think that is the plan would be to shut it down and then probably start it back up once they pass,
Yeah.
so,
I'll reach out to everybody and see what they say, and then I'll report back to you and Sandra.
often. Awesome. Thank you for taking that on.
You're welcome.
The other thing is, Sandra's working to find a face painter, that we would have for 2 to 4 hours Saturday and maybe 2 hours on Sunday if they're available.
We had a good one at the bath.
Yeah, I know, she's not,
She's
she's
not
not available.
available.
Sandra talked to her there, cause she was
Oh,
very good, yeah,
yeah, that was
Yeah.
great.
yeah.
Maybe ask the elementary PTA, who they use when they have like that carnival thing, cause they usually have face painting
Oh,
up
yeah.
there. Maybe they might have names.
Yeah, who's on that now? I don't know.
I don't
Oh,
know. I'm not sure. I don't know.
You know, I'm trying to confirm what my family is doing that weekend, but, if you can't find anybody and we're around, my soon-to-be 14-year-old, she loves face painting.
Okay.
Okay.
So I think I could probably get her to volunteer and sit in and do face painting.
okay,
Yeah, I was gonna say, my daughter Ava likes to do it. She was supposed to do it at the Summerfest, but then they appointed her professional, and she went up there, she was super excited to do it, and then they were like, oh, we already hired somebody. And she's like, oh, I'll just help
Aw.
with I'll help with sidewalk chalk.
alright. So those are good options. Did you have a message in to someone, or is that the person that you heard back from that's
For
not?
face painting,
Yeah,
I do have a message into
okay, I
somebody
thought so,
through,
Great.
she's out of Okemos, I think.
okay. And then there's a balloon.
We do have somebody,
Yep.
yep, for balloon animals. He will be coming in, starting at 11 on Saturday for about 4 or 5 hours.
We could get our bath dog to come, like he came to
He will
the,
be out of town that weekend.
oh, really?
Yes,
He was great at the solstice party.
yep, they have, plans that weekend that they've had set for a little while.
That made me think of so some of our, I feel like that was a good debrief. Any questions that anyone has before I hop to the next thing, but related to Bath Days, or Bath Fest?
Are people still able to sign up for bathtub races, or are we just like, oh, they are?
Yeah,
so.
definitely, so if anyone wants to sign up, or anyone can find one.
Do you
I think
guys-
we have that cutoff
The
the
25th.
24th or
Yeah,
25th.
Yeah, so it's, yeah.
Do you guys still have, did you find someone to like be the MC and like play music and do other things?
We haven't yet, so we were just talking about some potential people, but without Tubbs signed up.
Sure.
But it does
It's
seem
hard
like,
to like say,
Yeah.
yes, you can do it, and then not have
Sure.
races.
yeah,
Gotta
So-
have tub races.
I agree, we've gotta have Tubbs
Got
races.
to.
Yes, that's why I was like, even if there's like 3, like, let's just
Yeah.
run
Right.
them and run
I
them
got a
and run
couple
'em.
of people I can call.
So.
For the police department and fire department, do they need to sign or fill out the,
They don't need to pay the fee, but they need to fill it out so that we
Okay.
know who's gonna be
I will
doing it.
make sure they do that.
Yeah.
At
Okay.
least the police department does that.
Yeah.
I'll post one more time and ask if someone has a bathtub. I'll try one more time and see if they shut me down.
Would,
Alright.
this was on Facebook, it shut you down?
Yeah, on the
Didn't
community
the
page.
farmer's market have one?
So that one, we borrowed, I don't know who we borrowed it from, but last I knew, it was hanging in the, garage at the market, up in the rafters up there. So, whose garage is that school or is that?
That's the schools.
That's the schools, so I wonder if we can get into there, I guess.
Ooh, I should reach out to that landscaping guy and see, and the recreation department should use it.
Yeah,
We should have one.
it just needs to be, so it's a great tub, it just needs a front wheel instead, so it's got a little front wheel, which makes you slow, cause it's, like every time, cause Tom Straka and I pushed and we shoved that thing, every time we pushed, we were in first place till about halfway down the hill, but everyone had a big front tire, and it's got this little one and it just doesn't cover,
Yeah.
it loses energy, it doesn't cover enough ground, so if that tub, I mean, it'll go still, but if that tub had a big wheel
Right.
on the front, it would go.
Ask Andy to read
To do
it,
it, yeah,
and then put their name on it.
yeah, so I think they're gonna do that potentially with the one that Mike has.
Oh, we'll have Mark drive it, right? You'll ride down if you're not busy that weekend. Adam and I will push you down the hill.
One of the ex-cops has the one the cops use, I don't know where it is now.
Can't wait for
I
this.
think he has it.
Yeah, so yes, if we can get 3 tubs, that would be great. If we can get more than 3, all the better.
Okay.
And then we have heard I may just go down this week, or I guess if you have Mike's number, if you talk to
Yeah.
him about, he said he thinks the light is in Superior Car Care yeah,
The traffic light.
the traffic light, like the starting light.
Oh, okay.
And that he also thinks that the flags for the side of the road, like how they have around like the track at the pole vault and stuff at the high school for field events, he thinks that those are also at Superior.
Okay.
To be able to like string down the road there. So, do you wanna ask him about that, or do you have
Yeah, I
anything?
can ask him.
Okay, perfect, thank you. So something that Sandra and I have talked about long-term as we continue to grow this, it feels like it's a good, we said it was gonna be lower key this year, we feel like it's a good step, but one of the things that we think would be great for the tub races is, one, obviously having more people, you know, if we can start working with like some MSU engineering students, like LCC, some of the colleges, that would be cool. But we also think it would be great if we could start to get the police and fire departments from all of the surrounding areas to come and have a tub as well, since, you know, it's the big rivalry with the police and fire here, but if they could, if we could have like East Lansing and DeWitt and, you know, and Langsberg and Perry, I could see that like growing into like a really good, one, not higher numbers, but two, like a good community policing event. So that I think is like long-term thought of having
In the pub tub,
the pub tub,
we need a pub
We
tub.
need it, yeah.
I'm working on them.
alright? They put a keg in the pub tub?
Right,
like,
right,
with
that'd be
that's the-
great.
The weights, like they used to put weights in the bottom of them, right? You just put a keg in there? So. Alright. So I think what I keep, what I keep telling myself is this is year one, like, we're gonna have some lessons learned, we're gonna figure some things out, we're gonna have more time going into next year, but I think if we can have something that is at least a good time for a few days, I think people will be
Get it rolling.
happy that something's happening.
Yes, you guys have done a great job. Thank you for all the time you guys have put into this.
Thanks, and thanks for going and soliciting donations, you know, McDonald's did one,
Oh, good.
Yeah.
and
Yay.
Dirksen did one,
Nice.
so, yeah, so
Yay.
thank you for
problem.
doing those, yeah, so. Alright, anything else on Bath Fest that you can think of? Oh, sorry. Is it possible, so since we have, I think in the future, we may have we may figure out volunteer shirts or something like that. We've got a few for us, just in case, like, that are getting made, but, can we order name tags that say, just like the stick-on ones, that say like volunteer on top? And then we can just have those so that then when people sign up, one, if we don't know them, we know their name, but also it's something that identifies them as a volunteer.
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe for this year, since you don't have things like that, maybe you could put on them like a safety vest or something, or like a penny from the soccer club, you know, just so
Oh.
like, that way it identifies them to like, I'm not just like, you know, someone here,
Yeah.
emotional, telling you
That's a
can't
good
park
idea.
here. or-
Yeah.
Yeah, the pennies is a great idea, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. If you wanna borrow some, just let me know so I can go wash them first.
We'll make sure to grab the adult-ish sizes also. I did that to our
Right.
team one practice, I just was like, go throw those on, and they were like, the little kid ones, and they were like, here, they were like, no, like, 3 of them put them on, and I was like, I've got the wrong tag, I'll be right back. Alright. Anything else that you can think of, Sandra?
I think we touched base on everything.
Alright,
Yeah, and then the Legion, of course, is having like the after, or, you know, inviting it to the public so everybody can go there and hang out and stuff too, which is nice.
They'll do that Friday and Saturday.
yeah. Oh, and that makes me think of, the other thing is that Taylor said we can do this, we're gonna do, instead of printing programs, we're gonna make digital programs,
Oh, yeah.
and then we're gonna have some QR codes just around so people can scan it. So we'll put like the, Legion open to the public, but we have the schedule already. We'll just make it kinda nice, we'll put a border around it or something, and it'll just go to we just thought, one, we don't have to have things so far ahead of time finalized to print. We don't have to hand them out, we don't have a printing expense, and then they also don't just either end up in the trash or like blowing around the school parking lot or, so. And one of the volunteer things at the end, I don't know how much we're gonna need it, maybe not need it at all, but there is like a 2-hour cleanup, and I just put from like 5 to 7 on Sunday, and I just put like 20 slots, I don't know, that, we've had a few students sign up for it already, but, that might just be a, walk around the spaces and make sure we don't leave a bunch of stuff around or that, so. Alright.
We do have
5K.
24, yeah, we do have 24 registered for the 5K, so it'd be
Nice.
nice to push that a little bit more and get
Yeah.
that number up, but
Nice.
starting to climb somewhat, so.
Yeah, cause there were just 8
Yeah,
last
so,
week, right?
yeah, so it's,
Yeah, we did take their suggestion and we made a Facebook event that then we added Michigan Running Foundation as a co-host. So then it would also be on their Facebook page. So I think since we did that, that kind of boosted things.
Cool,
But we'll keep posting it as well.
great, and I think, I don't remember if you and I talked about it, or you and I talked about it, or all three of us talked about it, that, Coach Dunham is gonna also, or he did also promote it.
Yes, I did ask him
Okay.
to reach out, to the surrounding schools, cross-country
great.
coaches, and share the information, so he said he was gonna do that for you guys.
Very nice.
okay.
We thought it might be something like it's right before the season starts, it would
Yeah.
almost be like a,
I think that's how I worded it, was like a pre-season unofficial.
See where you're
Race.
at kind of deal.
Yeah.
especially cause it's one of the tracks that they'll, or one of the
Yeah.
courses they'll run at, yeah. Oh, I'm glad to hear it's up to 24,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
great,
yeah.
that's,
And I figured tomorrow when we do the walkthrough too, we could talk more with Coach Dunham and
yeah. And that's tomorrow at
3 o'clock.
3, right? Yeah, it's on there, perfect. Alright. Even if I think of something, I'm not saying it after this. Anything else?
Nope, I think that's everything.
Alright, cool. Alright, we still have 2 vacancies here, just moving on, so, if you know of anyone who's interested,
Has anybody applied and they've just not been appointed, or nobody's applied?
No, we have had no
Nothing.
applications.
Seriously?
I've talked to a couple of neighbors in my subdivision about trying to see if they're interested, so I'll follow up with them and see.
I'll try to think of some.
alright, no new business, because I'm not adding anything
Gee,
until the after.
why not?
After this. Alright, James, rec update.
We just had T-ball and those sluggers, in last week. A lot of good feedback from the coaches, so, I mean, they came in, dropping off equipment, pretty excited, so that's a good thing. I wanna meet with them and try to, build up a coaching team that I had people select from when the leagues come up, so. Working on that. Flag football registration open today. That will be open until August 16th. And then we have an outdoor movie coming up this Friday, July 18th. It will be at the Children's Garden Early Learning Community, the daycare next to the public library. And is it Lilo and Stitch?
Yeah.
Lilo and Stitch, and we have the costume performer of Stitch that's going to be there from 8 to 9 to entertain the group as well.
Awesome.
And A&D Collision is providing the equipment for free, so
Awesome.
should be a fun time. We're excited about that. And then we have the farmer's market going on Thursdays. And the problem with the farmer's market right now is getting all the vendors there in the same day. We have, multiple vendors, 10 to 12 vendors, but, it seems like they're spotty, and so we're looking to have that consistency to build that up. And then working on stuff for fall. Coming up quick.
One of the things James and I have talked about that we're not adding to the plate quite yet is, we talked about a potential, I'm gonna talk to Courtney, cause they'll have a booth for the coffee shop. We talked about possibly hosting, like, when the coffee shop opens, doing an open mic once a month. That would be like the recreation and like in collaboration with the coffee shop to try to get more people in there. Could be like we could promote it through the high school and the community, but like music, if people wanna do spoken word or that, but we thought that would be something that we haven't done in the past.
Yeah.
And then, we talked about some potential, dodgeball or kickball league, but that was just kinda sitting around the farmer's market talking about stuff. But, so some kind of new things that we haven't done in the past, but that seemed like fun and would also be open for, going back to our community feedback from the 5-year rec plan survey was that kinda, 18 to 25, year old, trying to find some things where they may be able to have some activities in the township too.
Yeah.
I have a question, who manages the reservation of the soccer fields, baseball fields, et cetera, at the elementary, middle school?
So the baseball fields and things of that nature, that's all school. Soccer field, is kind of half us, half soccer club. So when it's soccer club season, it's obviously all for soccer club. But if somebody, like we have had, like leagues in the past, they needed like a different field to play at or something, and they've contacted us, and then we've worked out a deal with them. But other than that, like if there's a reservation, it's for the actual pavilion, not for the field itself, most of the time.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have thoughts about something?
I was just curious. Thank you.
Okay. Alright,
Two quick things I was gonna talk to you about is, so U6, U8 registration for soccer is open right now still, and it has 40 people signed up. It has 6 coaches currently signed up as well, so that's doing well. And then, I would really, I bring it up every year, but I would really, really love to see adult basketball come back, men's and women's. And, I just think if we reach out to the school sooner rather than later, we can work something out, even if it's like, it used to be like on Sunday afternoons, like maybe switching it to like Saturday afternoon, or like a weekday, like a Friday night, kind of thing. If we reach out to schools, try to reserve the gym for that, I think we could get it back going, and I think it'll be a successful program. I think if just a few minor changes, adjusting the age slightly, and maybe adjusting, like I said, the day of the week or something, I think that we can get it scheduled, and I think a lot of people would appreciate it, me being one of them.
Yeah, that was on my list, and I talked to Mike Perez about that, and we were talking the problem that we kind of ran into, that you have to have a school faculty to be in the building at that time, so.
We always did it with Susan Kubicek, and she is the middle school gym teacher. She ran the women's program, and Joe, her husband, did the men's program, and she stayed in the school for both men's and women's. And so I think they said you do have to sometimes have a custodian as well, and so that might be something we could work with them on, but it was a thing that was always happened in the past, and I think that we can make it happen again. I just think sometimes we wait too long to present it, as well as with basketball, the youth basketball, sometimes the gyms get crowded, but I think we could make it work, and I would really think we should reach out to them and try again.
Yeah, I will say a lot of the time we send out the form for requests pretty early. The problem is they are so understaffed a lot of the time that
Definitely.
James is hounding facilities constantly to get responses. So a lot of the time it's not that we've delayed and we haven't submitted it with enough time, it's that we have submitted it with plenty of time. Sometimes we don't hear back, like I think for baseball, we didn't hear back until like 2 weeks before baseball started, that we've actually had the fields, and we submitted it probably 2 to 3 months in advance. So sometimes that's happening too.
Yeah, I definitely think so. It happened with our band banquet stuff, but I just thought if we reached out now maybe and got it submitted and put on our schedule, do weekly follow-ups or every 2 weeks and just talk to them, because I know that the position last year was with a person named John. And we could reach out to him, but they're passing it over to somebody else, I think, because he has a lot on his plate, and
Yeah.
so.
Yeah, it's John and Brian right now, and
Yeah.
they're both pretty smart, but I definitely would like to get that started back
Yeah, I
up.
think it would be a lot of fun, and so if you need help, or if you need to be contacted with Susan, or anything like that, I'm always willing to help out, and get the ball rolling,
Yeah, so we can sit down and maybe meet sometime in the near
Yeah.
future and
Definitely.
discuss it.
I think that's a great idea. I think that if it can happen with their schedule, and then just figuring out the same thing, how you don't have to, you know, if Susan can be there, or Susan and Joe can be there, like if you don't have to be there, you know, especially if it's like a weekend
Yeah.
evening, you know, how do we have the township facilitate it, but not have to have the staff time that, you know, at the
Yeah.
actual event.
Before, we just had like, Becky printed off like these forms, and we had the participants fill it out, like, just so that it was on like, so they knew who was there, what's happening and stuff. And then Susan was usually our employee that was there, but sometimes, I believe there was also a janitor present as well, so.
Okay. And I know at one point when we talked about it, there was, there's that court at the church also, but are they pretty full? I feel like there was a conversation at one point
Yeah, I
where,
think-
like, I forget how.
I think Becca contacted them at one point,
Okay.
and they said that, I can't remember if it was, again, a staffing issue, or if it was that they were like completely booked all the time.
Okay.
It was either one of
Yeah, I remember
those,
that at one
yeah.
point there'd been a conversation, I just didn't remember who
Yeah.
it was. Yeah, okay. All right, any updates for parks?
Not really at the moment, obviously we're in park season, so just maintaining them currently. But that's about it right now.
I did have one question about parks that I thought you might be able to answer, is I heard that there was some controversy happening with the soccer field entrance, and I was just wondering if that was still a thing that was happening, or?
So really, all that is with the proposed development that would be happening there, which is Mr. Kessler's development, we would just need to figure out a delineation of, it'd have to be an agreement between the township and him, since it would be a development now, and obviously people have their homes and things like that. And it would possibly even be like him officially giving the soccer park to us, whether that was us purchasing it or however he would want to go about doing that. There's just some logistics that have to be done. I don't think in any way he is saying there will be no more soccer park. That is not what I am getting, and that does not sound like Mr. Kessler at all. So I think it's mostly just figuring out if that becomes an entrance to a development, like who's maintaining the entrance to the development, if the township is doing part of that, just, you know, some maintenance issues that need to be worked out if that comes to fruition.
Okay. There was talk around town and people started panicking.
Yeah, no.
We're not going to the soccer field, like, what's happening?
No.
So, okay. And I was like, I don't know, I haven't heard anything, but I guess I can ask.
So does, just from understanding, does either the individual or the business own the soccer property, or it's the access to the soccer property, or both?
So I believe it's kind of both. So part of it we own, but then I think part of it, like when you're on the entrance side, like Mr. Kessler still owns that. So
So not the field
the
space,
access
the
getting
access space.
on,
That's what I gathered
yes.
too.
So we would be like trespassing on his property technically to get to the soccer field is the problem,
gotcha.
yeah.
Okay,
But, so it's like, he'd be giving us like that stretch of land that's like between the soccer park and the road, if that makes sense.
yeah, that makes
So,
sense,
yeah.
yeah, the access.
Yeah,
to
so
the
just
parking
kind of
lot.
like looping that in with the soccer field. It's not necessarily the soccer field itself, but
Yeah, it's the
yeah,
access
it's the
to
access
that.
area.
Okay. And who, I guess, well, there's not snow removal for soccer, but there's more the maintenance, the
Yeah.
traffic usage of it and
Yeah.
wear and tear on the road.
Yes, and that road would, if the development were to go through in the way that it's currently being presented, it would be a private road, so then that's also part of the issue, is it wouldn't be a county-maintained road.
Yeah,
So that's where the agreement would have to come into place.
yeah, okay. That's helpful, thank you. Does that help answer your question?
Yes, yeah,
Right.
it did.
Alright, any public comment? Could be about anything, 3 minutes? No, alright.
She spent the last couple days in the pool, so she's tired.
Yeah. Alright, anything from DOT?
Question for the farmer's market. Anybody can, like, is it online application and they can come one week and not the next week or whatever they wish?
Yeah, the entire summer, or they can pick the days that they would like
Pick
to.
a date ahead of time, a long time, or some people have asked me about that, like, how far ahead do they have to ask for that date?
Well, we need time to process the application, so probably at least a week in advance.
I may be one of them. Okay. We started purple potatoes and we have acres.
And it's 15, it's still 15, right, for 15 for the day, 10 if you buy 10 a day if you do the whole season.
Yep.
And you
So-
bring a table and chairs and whatever to set up as well?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, all right,
Table,
and that's
yeah.
online?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, great, thank you.
Did you say potatoes?
Purple potatoes.
Okay.
They're very rare. And they love my soil.
I was just gonna say there are some rules around like percentage of craft.
Yep.
But if it's potatoes, that's not a craft vendor.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, I think it needs to be more
Has to be less than 25%.
25, okay, perfect, yep. So,
Teach kids how to be salesmen.
alright. Any comments from anyone?
I already said it once, but I'll say again, thank you both so much for your hard work on Bath Fest. I think it's a great first one, bringing it back, and I think you guys are doing a great job.
Thanks, appreciate it. Thank you all also for supporting it and. Okay,
I'll work on more bathtubs.
yeah, if you work on tubs and then
Work
you're
on-
okay to
everybody
work
work
on
tubs.
dunk tank?
Yes,
Yep, okay.
and I will ask the school about that other tub as well.
Oh, yeah.
Check it out.
And I
Perfect,
think we
yeah.
should demand the board members all donate their bodies to be dunked.
That's your crew, that's
And
your
then-
peers.
I'll bug
Mark,
them.
we'll wait to
Jury
hear
of
back
your
from you,
peers.
see if you're able to
We'll have a
provide us.
list. You either support us or not.
Right.
I'll let you know. I do wanna say, I wanna echo, Carolyn's thoughts. Thank you to both of you for spearheading and all the work that you've done for this festival.
Yeah.
It's truly appreciated. And the only other thing that I wanted to comment on is that, I just wanna comment on how nice the public library, how nice it is having a public library here in this township. I know I was here when that got resurrected and kind of seen it grow. If you haven't been to the library, it's really a great library. And so my middle child and my youngest child love going up there and checking out books. And I was amazed at the amount of stuff that they have there. Like, 3D printers and all these things that you can check out and take home.
Oh, wow, nice.
And both my two oldest kids have been going up there this summer to meet a tutor, and they are able to have a space to do that, because there's obviously the private little conference rooms, study rooms, things like that. So it's just
Nice.
really, really great to have that resource here in our community. So I just want to thank all the people that helped bring that together and make that happen, and thank everybody for the continued support of that resource, and encourage anybody that haven't been to the library, you really should, because it's really a cool place to go, so.
Agreed. And the staff is awesome, the librarian and the staff are great.
Yes.
Yes.
Cool. Alright, so with that, we'll make a motion to adjourn at 7:01, get a second,
Second?
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, adjourn at, 7:02.